WSN brings you the Authorpedia Live with Brian and Elaine.
Today, we're digging into someone really multifaceted, Lynn Petronella.
Yeah, the sources you've given us, they paint quite a picture. I mean, media host, Olympic athlete, author, business pioneer.
Exactly. And with this very specific vision for America's future.
So we'll be looking at her Call Me Mommy Radiocast, the World Stream Network's platform it's on, and athletes.com, her business site.
Right. And our mission today is to kind of unpack all of this, not just list things, but really get a feel for the different sides of her work, her philosophy.
And some pretty ambitious claims about her impact, right, across media, sports, business.
Even national identity.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how someone can weave all these threads together into, well, a really impactful personal brand.
It really is. So yeah, let's unpack it.
Okay, where should we start? Maybe with the media personality side.
Can make sense. Let's look at Call Me Mommy. It's her radiocast on WSN, worldstreamnetworks.com.
Okay, and reading about it, the core message really jumped out at me. She calls it where motherhood meets mayhem meets miracles, and the focus is on honest motherhood, aiming for connection over perfection.
Which she explains by saying, moms don't need perfection, we need connection. It's a strong hook.
It really is. And the structure of the week seems built around that idea too.
Absolutely. It's not just, random content. It feels very intentional. Like Mondays are momspirations for lifting spirits.
Tuesdays are guest interviews. Stories, she says, will break you and build you. Sounds intense.
Yeah, and then Wednesdays are Comedy Central covering like hormones, meltdowns, baby poop, the real stuff, but with love.
She definitely doesn't seem to be shying away from the messy parts.
Not at all. Embracing the mayhem, like you said.
Then Thursdays, listener letters in, Dear Mommy. And Fridays go deeper. Identity, healing, joy.
Right. And the target audience she mentions. The tired, the bold, and the beautifully broken.
Wow. And she invites them to laugh with me, cry with me, and call me Mommy.
So it raises that question you brought up. What kind of connection is she building here? It feels very intimate, doesn't it?
Almost like building a community, a support system, not just an audience.
Exactly. Each day hits a different note. Inspiration, shared struggle, humor, advice, deeper reflection. It feels less like a show and more like a relationship.
Yeah, moving beyond just entertainment to something almost like familial. Addressing the emotional core.
That intense loyalty she seems to be cultivating, it probably stems from that deep connection.
Okay, so that's the media side, very personal, community-focused. Now, it's fascinating how that scales or maybe contrasts with the claims on the athletic and business side.
Right, let's pivot to athletes.com. The origin story itself is quite something. Born on 5th Ave, NYC, D17 during a Christmas party.
Okay. And now she's creating innovative solutions for America's golden future. Big jump.
And the athletic legacy claims are, they're expansive. She's described as an Olympic marathon pioneer.
And specifically, Olympic pioneer for all real women athletes.
Okay, and then there's this claim. She says she created the massive running boom and Nike as the first female amateur athlete hired by PepsiCo.
Whoa, wait. Created the running boom and Nike. Through a Diet Pepsi program.
To put the largest running program in the world on 310K races, Diet Pepsi Run, America Run. That's the claim. It's significant.
Significant is one word for it. How does she position herself relative to these huge brands like Nike, PepsiCo?
Well, that's the key, isn't it? She's not just saying she participated. She's positioning herself as a founder, a catalyst.
Like the source says, she started Nike, got us a victory, $90. Funded ESPN, 45-beater, funded United States Olympic Committee.
And was a spokesmodel for Pepsi and the Olympic Committee.
So it's not just I ran races, it's I built the infrastructure. From athlete to, industry architect.
Precisely. It's a narrative about fundamental creation and funding. It definitely redefines her role.
It's an incredibly ambitious way to frame your history. For anyone listening who's interested in personal branding, you have to wonder how these foundational claims are meant to shape how we see her current work.
And there's more on the athletic front. Being one of the first women to break 3 hours in Boston.
Right. 2.57 in prestigious Boston Marathon, in a time that would have won me an Olympic gold medal as a man in 4 Olympics in the past century.
And that she made a path for Joan Benoit to win the gold at the LA Games, the first women's Olympic marathon.
So connecting her own achievement directly to that huge historical moment.
Yeah, claims of historical impact keep building. She says she made history twice, Olympic in LA and Wall Street NASDAQ in Nutty.
Twice. Olympics and Wall Street.
That's what it says. And then 2,000 years of history made in USA with her vision, work, and courage.
Okay, 2,000 years. It's a lot.
It certainly paints a picture of profound influence, linking her directly to these major milestones.
So building on that foundation, how does this project into her current business stuff? Athletes LLC.
Right. She's the owner-developer of Athletes USA global animation and film franchises, innovators in technology, real estate, energy, crypto, and health.
Quite the portfolio. And the site keeps saying, we bring home the gold every day, echoing the athletic theme.
Definitely. And she's clearly focused on future tech, too, since she's currently working with global crypto developers to help make America prosperous and energy efficient.
Okay, crypto. Any specifics?
Yeah, it mentions Imperium, revolutionizing blockchain and finance, and calls it the first coin to integrate via Starlink.
U.S. Starlink. Okay, that's forward-looking. Pitching a leap in digital finance using satellite tech suggests huge reach.
Right. And she's looking for strategic partners for one-of-a-kind epoch growth.
Let me guess. Content, real estate, and tech projects that will make America great, healthy, and prosperous.
You got it. It connects everything back. Historical athletic achievements, current tech, future business, all under this umbrella of America's golden future.
The scope is just immense. It's quite a vision she's putting out there.
It really is. It strongly suggests her past pioneering work empowers her future plans, all tied to this theme of national prosperity, maybe a return to greatness.
Yeah, the brand narrative is powerful. Past success fuels future impact.
Okay, so we've seen the media host, the athlete, the entrepreneur. What about the philosophy underpinning all this?
Good point. Let's dig into Lynn Petronella as a philosopher and advocate. Her core message seems really tied to women's strength.
Yes, to raise the consciousness of the planet about the strength of women and the greatest miracle, birth. That's a central theme.
And she has these slogans, right? Women bring home the gold every day we give birth. TM.
And every child is a royal child crowned at birth by God. Also, birth is the greatest victory of all.
It connects back to the bringing home the gold line from Athletes. And she launched a Mother's Day is Every Day campaign.
It's a very consistent message about the power and sanctity of birth and motherhood.
She also identifies strongly with patriotism and specific health views. Calls herself a USA pioneer, author, poet, patriot, health advocate, no shots or pills, Maha.
Right. And emphasizes America first multiple times. There's also a mention of Saint Petronella, patron saint of the French kings, which is an interesting historical reference to weave in.
And on the Athlete site, the phrase, make Hollywood great again, pops up.
So you see this blend of themes: female strength, birth, patriotism, specific health stances, and this idea of restoration or making things great again.
She's also an author, Nowhere to Run, An American Odyssey.
Yeah, an audiobook described as 2,000 years of real women's history by American women in LAUSA first. Again, that large historical scope.
And she has product lines, too. A USA First collection and World's Greatest Achievement, Birth, on Zazzle.
And she mentions TrueTechPlus.com for products for America's children.
And she quotes Marcus Aurelius twice.
Yep. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and everything is born from change, adds that philosophical layer.
So when you put it all together, the athletic background, the business stuff, this philosophy, it really is all interconnected, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's all woven into this larger message about women's strength, the miracle of birth, and this vision for American prosperity and greatness. It's a very integrated worldview.
Her past achievements, real or claimed, seem to function as proof for her current philosophy and future vision.
Exactly. It's kind of a masterclass in building a personal brand where every element from motherhood to crypto reinforces this central, ambitious narrative.
Okay, one last piece. The ecosystem where her show lives, World Stream Networks, WSN.
Right. It's described as a dynamic universe with diverse programming, educating, amusing, engaging.
And the examples they give show that diversity. Chris Douglas's Authorpedia Live, The Lee Benson Daily Show.
And in-depth examinations of the financial world, including the powerful takeover of cryptocurrencies. So quite a range.
And Lynn Petronella fits into this ecosystem, not just with Call Me Mommy, but her book is also listed there.
Yeah, the captivating book, Nowhere to Run, An American Odyssey by Olympic marathon runner Lynn Petronella, listed under podcasts.
It's interesting, isn't it, how a network hosts such varied content and then features someone like her whose own work spans so many different fields.
It suggests the network values that kind of multifaceted presence. It provides a platform that amplifies her wide-ranging message.
Yeah, it reinforces the breadth of her brand by placing her alongside financial analysis, author interviews, and daily shows.
It's an ecosystem that seems to support and showcase that kind of broad vision.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We really have.
We've taken this deep dive into Lynn Petronella's world, the Call Me Mommy host, the Olympic pioneer with these huge claims, the business magnate, philosopher.
With that unique take on women's strength, birth, and American exceptionalism. And we've seen how she weaves it all together on WorldStream Networks and athletes.com.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Well, you've got a pretty comprehensive overview now of this really remarkable public persona.
Yeah, understanding the specifics, the details, and that really ambitious integrated vision presented in the sources we looked at.
And considering just the sheer breadth of it all,
Yeah.
I mean, from supposedly shaping the running boom and major companies like Nike and ESPN to pioneering crypto with Starlink to celebrating motherhood as the ultimate victory.
It does make you think, doesn't it?
It really does. It raises this question. In today's world, with personal brands expanding everywhere and digital platforms amplifying them, what does it actually mean to be a pioneer?
And how do individuals like Lynn Petronella continue to innovate, or at least claim innovation, across so many diverse fields, often by crafting these really powerful interwoven stories about past glory and future prosperity?
Yeah. How are those narratives built and sustained? Definitely something to mull over.